Record. All right. So I'm excited about these little 30-minute trainings. It was a conversation that I had with my coach, and he suggested to see if everyone would like just quick trainings because we're all busy, right? So, and most of the time our trainings are on Zoom, and I already have a hard enough time doing things on Zoom that's an hour long or 2 hours long. So why not just a quick 30-minute in and out to get it done so you guys can move on about your day? So I am so excited about this. So we're going to be talking real fast about the command dashboard for opportunities. And I am using one of the agents' dashboards so that I can show you guys. It's better than mine because this person actually has production and I'm not in production. So this makes more sense to use hers. So is everyone familiar with this dashboard? If you are, please raise your hand or turn on your thing and nod or something so I can see you. Want to make sure that everyone has seen what I'm looking at right now.
I'm still learning it.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. This is definitely perfectly fine. I just want to make sure everyone has seen and knows where this is. So, spoiler alert, if you did not know this, the opportunities is not just a place for me to tell you to upload documents. It's not another place to bug you to upload things just so I can approve it. There's actually a reason behind all of the madness of the opportunities. So, this is going to show you what is going on in your business if you are using it at a high level. So that is the key. Everyone with Keller Williams, what I love about Keller Williams is you are your own business. So how you keep up with your business is completely up to you. If you want to do it on paper, that's perfectly fine. If you don't want to keep up with it at all, that's your prerogative. But if you want to use this this is at your fingertips, a free tool provided by Keller Williams. This will tell you so much about your business as long as you're using it at I'll say a medium to high level. You can use it at a medium level and still get some stuff out of it, okay? So this literally tells you the opportunities that you have, hence why it's called an opportunity. So what's this going to show you? I'm going to show you real fast 4 things that you can learn about your business just by looking at this dashboard. All right, so number 1, this right here. You see this listings column, the buyer column, the leases column. This shows you what you have going on. So if you, I don't know if you've ever felt this way, that you suddenly have no idea what's going on in your life and you can't get your act together. And you, like the other day, I honestly had to go buy a new planner and sit down and figure stuff out because I had no idea what was going on in my life. So I went and bought a planner. So this is kind of the same thing. If you are suddenly not sure what's going on in your business, who you have active, who you have under contract, this will show this. This will show it to you. All you have to do is move it around. And if you have taken any of Chandra's classes, I'm sure she kind of shows you a deeper dive into each of these columns. I'm not going to go over that because this is a 30-minute training. So if you do not know this, you can actually move your clients from one to the other so you can tell where they're going. So for example, this agent has 2 listings under contract. They have 4 buyers under contract. They have 1 that has closed in the last few days. Maybe you need to put some in the active. Maybe you need to put some of the buyers that you're working on in the appointment category. But this is just, if you're a visual person, this literally shows you what's going on in your business so you kind of have a feeling of what to do next, okay? So the second thing, he wants to be that agent. Keegan's been an agent for about 11 years. But yes, definitely, Nina, you are working toward being, all of you guys are working toward being an awesome agent like this. Okay, so number 2, first of all, is this helpful? Just seeing what you could be, what you're doing? I think it's helpful because there are definitely times where I have no idea what I'm doing. So it's a good visual. All right, second thing, it's going to show you how much UCI is coming your way. So look over here in this column, potential income, probable income, potential income, and probable income. Have you ever wondered what in the world you're going to be making? Well, this is going to tell you. As long as you're using this at a level where you're putting in the commission rate and the price, this is going to help you. So what do you think? And you're going to have to actually unmute to answer this because I'm on 2 different devices. What do you think the difference between potential income and probable income is?
Probable would be if they're already under contract, and potential is somebody that if they were to spend this much on a house or get this much for the house that they're buying or selling it. Is that right?
Yeah. So the cool thing is about this, and you, again, this is a deeper training that we could go into. I think Chandra's done it. Based off of where they are in these columns, as they get closer and closer to being closed, the more income it's going to go up. So if you have like someone in Cultivate an appointment and you might have like their budgeted, like you said, like maybe they're in the listing and maybe they're in the active stage and they have their house listed for $350,000. In our market, is it going to go higher than that? Most likely, but there is a potential that they might not get it for that. So it may not be as high as a potential as it would be once it's under contract. So yeah, you're right. So it's all going to depend on where it is in this category. But how awesome is it? Is it helpful to know what you could be making? Isn't that really cool? And is it motivating? Look at this potential income and probable income. I want the potential income. I want all the income. So it could help you push maybe those or the client a little harder about fixing up their house or having those conversations about pricing or things like that. So hopefully that is helpful as well. Okay, next. Who has attended the business planning clinic before with us? And again, I'm on 2 devices, so just raise your hand or something. I think I can see people when they raise their hand. I think a few of you have at least attended some of the business planning clinics. And within that calculation, we ask you what your ratio is with listing and buyers. Guess what? If you don't know that answer, but you're using this at a high level, this is going to answer that for you. Look over here where it says ratio. This agent has a pretty high listing ratio. And her buyer is, it's almost 50-50, which is what in the MRA book, it is 50-50. So hers is pretty leveled out. So when you're doing your business planning clinic and you're making that calculation, which I believe on the 30th at 2:30, I am actually going through how you can use command to calculate your goals and using this ratio. That will help you with how many listing appointments you need to go on, how many buyers you need to call, how many contracts you need within a month based off of this ratio. Because the more listings you have, the more buyers you get from those listings. Buyers, you might have to work a little harder because if those who live working with buyers in our market right now, it might be not the first or second house that you end up with the contract for that buyer because of the market that we're in. So this can help you tell a lot about your business. Again, if you're working or using this at a high level. Okay. Now look at this graph. This is the activity graph. This shows you your trends. So what does your trend tell you? And this is where you guys can talk to me. What does your trend tell you about your business? Anybody? So look at this agent. It dips in January, pretty good in March, Kind of goes back down in July.
What we need to work on.
Yeah, so this might show you your strong seasons and your not so strong seasons. I mean, December, January, these are the holidays. And then we're usually a quarter ahead of ourselves. So what we do today shows up in 90 days. So it could be that this agent was like, oh, hey, the holidays are coming up. I'm going to take a break. Or maybe she's traveling a lot. Well, it goes down because what she didn't do in October showed up in December and January. So what if you are planning a vacation and you and your family want to go on a week's vacation to Disney or wherever, or fall break? Let's do fall break. You can look at your trend from last year and be like, oh, well, maybe I need to work a little bit more in July so that I can have that income coming in September. So this will show you your low points and your high points. Again, we're all going to have those seasons of up and down, but this really does show you the trend of your business. Is it bad that this agent did not have anything going on in January? That's up to that agent. It's completely up to you. Maybe you want to work really, really hard in the December, January, February, March months because your kids are in school and you want to spend summer with them. So you have all of this up because you have contracts and you have listings and everything, so that when you do that, have that dive in June and July, that income is still coming in because you may be having some closings. So you can look at this and really tell what your business looks like. So those are just 4 really simple things. Just by looking at this, I can tell about this agent's business. So what is something that you learned today that you can apply to your own business?
To make sure to put everything into Command, not only just the documents, but also to actually review and see our overall picture.
Yeah, and it's really easy information. So let me just show you, and I'll show you one other thing that's a freebie. So I'm going to go into this profile. So all you need to really put in here is the commission rate. It'll ask you some other questions, and you can fill out some other stuff in here too, but it's not a lot of information that it asks for to give you that data. And to move it from pipeline to pipeline is literally just picking it up and do it now.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
At what point do we change the status, I guess, to closed?
In here?
Yeah.
Just whenever you want to. I mean, if you want to do it the day it closes, that's fine. If you don't get to it that day, that's fine. So this is what you see. I do not see this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm logged in as on Keegan's, but I do not see this. So however you want this to look for your business is perfectly fine. If you don't want to ever put anyone in these cultivator appointment stages, that's perfectly fine. It's completely up to you. If you just want to put them in when it's active and not even worry about these 2, that's okay. Perfectly fine. So yeah, you can move these around however time frame you want to. But also down here, you can also see how much volume and their average time of moving. And that's what, I guess, one thing, if you're really wanting to know your average time of moving it from active to under contract, then you definitely want to have it in here, because when you move it, it'll kind of be weird. But it's completely up to you. And I get I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just going to ask you, okay, so back on the other graph, you were just here. Yes. On the under contract. Okay. Cause I have one that just went under contract because it was going to be canceled, but then he's doing a cash buy now. So they redid it. So now it's under contract again. So when I load it, I put it here under this one where it says under contract, I put it there.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's under contract, then yes, you can put it under there.
So I don't have to do the active or anything on that part right now.
No, you can, I think that their only options, and let me see. Let me look. So when you go to create the opportunity, down here is the opportunity phases. So I believe you would have to put it as active at first,
Okay.
but then you can create it and then go in and move it.
Okay. And
So you
then,
would just go into that active one and pick it up and drag it to this under contract to move it. Or you could go into it actually and change it, but I think it's easier just to drag them around.
okay. And then when we do our contacts and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like we put that under cultivate for the contacts.
So
I
if it depends on, again, how you want to work your business. If you're putting a contact in because you're going to be sending them things or giving them calls, or you got their contact information from open house, but maybe you're not cultivating that relationship, they're just in your contact base, then you would not put them in the opportunity yet. However, if you met them at an open house and they're not working with another agent, and you set an appointment with them to do paperwork or even go show houses, then you would want to go ahead, if you, again, want to keep up with that part, put them in the appointment section so that once they are actively or actively with you as a buyer's agent, you can move them to an active buyer. But again, it depends on how you want to watch your business within this opportunity dashboard.
Okay,
So-
so even if we did like cold calls, we can put them there under the appointment and stuff.
If you
did,
want to. Mm-hmm.
like CMAs for them already or something like that.
Yeah, if I were an agent, I would put my people that I am like maybe their consultation, listing presentations in the appointment section, and then move them after that. I wouldn't necessarily put my cold calls in there, but you might want to look at it that way. So it's completely up to you. You might want to put your cold calls in cultivate and then move them once you have the appointment so you can see. So it's completely up to you.
Okay, yeah, I've already talked to him and stuff, so, and I've already done a CMA for him, so that's why I was trying to see if I should keep him in the appointments or just leave him in the cultivate.
Yeah, so it's completely up to you, however you want to track him.
Thank
So
you.
the other thing I was going to show y'all real fast is, hold on, let me find one. Just a second. Maybe it's in this one. Nope. Was someone else about to say something? Oh, here we go. Okay, so this commissions tab right here. If you are ever wondering where you are with your split and how much company dollar, once you do a commissions and you put in the information for the sale, the commission rate, and everything, this will actually calculate what your check is going to be and will show you the balance of your cap and your royalty. So that is also a cool thing. That's really awesome. And again, it shows you what you're going to pay to the office and what you're going to walk home with. And that's in once you're in the opportunity, like once you actually open it up in the commissions tab. To get the commissions tab, it does have to be under contract and you do have to add a new offer. Again, that is a training for another day. Or if you just want to go in and play around with it. But if you are one that really likes to look for how fast you're going to cap or how soon you're going to cap, definitely use this commissions tab. And spoiler alert, we'll actually be going to where this is required, probably sooner than later. So go ahead, once you get stuff under contract, work on these commission tabs.
Okay, I got a question for you about that.
Okay.
So in the offers, so I have one I just closed on Tuesday, and I've got all the documents in there. I never put the offer in because it looked like it was something that it would actually send to the other agent. Is that not correct?
No, it won't send to the other agent. So the cool thing about this offers is if you had a listing and if you've ever had a listing right now, you're getting multiple offers. You can actually put each of those offers in command, add a new offer, and generate a form, and it will all be side by side. And then you can present that to your seller.
Ah.
So it's kind of like does a spreadsheet for you.
So can I go back in and add the offer that they ended up taking?
You can. I'm sure you can. I would try it for sure.
Okay, because I'm just wondering if, because my commissions thing is not, it's not a working button.
Yes. So in order to do that, you do have to put the offer in, because that comes from once you hit, I think like this is accepted. Once you hit accepted, it will highlight this and that information will go in here. So, but yes, I think it's really cool that you can just put all your offers on one sheet and it develops up something so that you can see, show your seller or buyer very easily the offer, the finance amount, earnest money, all the things. So,
Gotcha. Okay, thanks.
yeah, great questions. What else? Is there certain things that you really like about the dashboard that you'll be using from now on?
I like how the activity shows you how you've done throughout the year without having to check everything. It just gives you that line so you can kind of say, okay, well, I did really good here. I need to build up here.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
Awesome. Well, does anyone else have anything? I have one thing in the chat, it looks like, but I don't know how to open it. Oh, that was Nina. Nina had her first closing, her and her hubby. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything, then we're done. How easy is that? I like these little 30-minute one and done things. So I have recorded this. So if you ever need to go back and look and see what we were talking about, it will be up on YouTube and I'll post it on Facebook. Other than that, please let me know if y'all have any questions. Thank you guys for joining me. And I am doing the Self-Mastery 6 Personal Perspectives workshop on Friday. So if you want to join me on that, please let me know so I can make sure you have the materials. And it will be in person and in Zoom. So it's completely up to you. And there's plenty of room in the office if you want to come in.
Okay, Stephanie, how do we do the one on YouTube? How do we get to our page on YouTube again?
So I'll post it on Facebook. I'll have to look up and see what our actual name is, because I always forget what it actually is. I say it's something else and it's not. So I will look it up and post it on Facebook with the link and what the name of our YouTube channel is.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to stop recording